Blue Origin and Amazon founder Jeff Bezos made a trip to space along with 3 other people: his brother Mark Bezos, Wally Funk, a storied aviator, and Oliver Damon, an 18-year-old fresh out of high school. Blue Origin, a private spaceflight company, is known for its work on New Shepard, a reusable suborbital space rocket that includes a crew capsule for future paying passengers. Blue Origin is projecting an orbital rocket called New Glenn that is expected to fly sometime toward the end of 2022. A lot of resentments stirred from this new vision of the billionaire, and one of the people that spoke about it openly is United States Senator Elizabeth Warren. There's really a lot to talk about, with a little conspiracy twist to the funding of this project. Alright, let's start from the beginning so you don't get confused. Famous online entrepreneur Jeff Bezos is one of the world's richest men with an estimated net worth of $193.8 billion, which slides him ahead of Elon Musk, $185 billion, and puts him in second position of the world's richest men, just below Arnault, who holds a net worth of $198.9 billion, though currently fluctuates. Jeff founded Blue Origin in 2000. Blue Origin is a space company with the hopes of eventually bringing rich space tourists to suborbital space. Sheer altitude has become one of the points in which Blue Origin hopes to differentiate itself from competitor Virgin Galactic. According to Space.com, Blue Origin received $22 million in 2011 under NASA's Commercial Crew Development Program to spur the development of New Shepard's design and escape system. All told, the company garnered about $26 million from NASA in the first 2 rounds of funding, but was not included in subsequent rounds. NASA ultimately selected SpaceX's Dragon and Boeing's CST-100 as the spacecraft to begin bringing crews to the International Space Station. The rocket's reusable first stage was the first in the world to touch down safely on land in 2015 and has made several successful test flights since then. A December 12, 2017 flight successfully carried a mannequin called Skywalker to space and back, as well as performed several revenue-generating experiments. Now, let's really talk about the main topic. Back in 2018, the then President of the United States, Donald Trump, complained that Amazon and Bezos were avoiding taxes and accused the company of anti-competitive business practices. The company's share price temporarily fell by 9%. The share prices increased again, however, around the same time that Stanford University showed that Trump had little power to regulate Amazon in the near term. Now, in 2020, with the launch of New Shepard into space, Elizabeth Warren came out to speak about the same tax evasion by Jeff and his company Blue Origin. She expressed her thoughts in a tweet that reads, "The richest guy on Earth can launch himself into space while over half the country lives paycheck to paycheck. Nearly 43 million are saddled with student debt, and childcare costs force millions out of work. He can afford to pitch in so everyone else gets a chance." According to Insider, Jeff Bezos, the founder and former CEO of Amazon, paid $0 in federal income taxes for at least 2 years between 2006 and 2018, ProPublica reported in June. The bombshell report also revealed Tesla CEO Elon Musk did the same thing in 2018. Insider's Lindley Browning reported in 2019 that Amazon also paid $0 in income taxes in 2017 and 2018. We can now see where the stern words from Elizabeth are coming from, but this is not all. Warren did not end there. She also said this on Twitter: "Jeff Bezos forgot to thank all the hardworking Americans who actually paid taxes to keep this country running, while he and Amazon paid nothing." The senator and Massachusetts Democrat also ignited this burning fire on CNBC's Squash Box. She had this to say: "I want to see us tax wealth. However your wealth is tied up. It shouldn't make a difference whether you have real estate or whether you have cash or whether you have a bazillion shares of Amazon. Yes, Jeff Bezos, I'm looking at you. Whatever form you have your assets, diamonds, yachts, paintings, I think there ought to be a tax on that annually." She added, "Now one little twist here is this. What if after evading taxes, the billionaire did not pay a dime for his safe trip?" According to Atlantic, most people know Bezos primarily as the founder of Amazon in the least flattering version, an ultra-wealthy boss who overworks his employees and hasn't always paid his share of federal income taxes. But for Bezos, space came first. He remembers watching Apollo 11's moon landing on his family's television as a 5-year-old, and as a high school valedictorian, he spoke about the importance of space travel. If Bezos were anyone else, the story of his space flight, of a dream fulfilled, would be simple and sweet. But if Bezos were anyone else, he wouldn't have been able to fulfill this dream at all. At a press conference after the launch, Bezos thanked Blue Origin's engineers and then added, "I also want to thank every Amazon employee and every Amazon customer because you guys paid for all this." Was that the hint right there? Let's continue. Because of Amazon, he is the richest person on Earth, who controls the daily life of so many others here, not just his employees, but the hundreds of millions of us who partake, sometimes grudgingly, equity in the products he owns. Bezos benefits when we buy things: Amazon, eat, Whole Foods, read movie trivia, IMDb, rate books, Goodreads, manage our homes, Alexa, catch up on the news, The Washington Post, and go online, Amazon Web Services. We live in the world Bezos built. In that sense, as he floated over the earth taking in the beautiful view, he was surveying his kingdom and adding one more dimension to his realm. Bezos' entire endeavor, historic as it might be, seems to some people like pure excess, the whim of a leader who has lost touch with the average person's sense of the world. Even some of Blue Origin's employees have had concerns. In April 2020, as the coronavirus swept across the United States, The Verge's Lauren Grush reported that some workers felt that managers were pressuring them to keep up the pace, prioritizing the development of New Shepard over their health and safety. Wow, this is one big web of stories. It's so deep and twisted. You think there's more to it? Let me know in the comment section. Also, to avoid bias, let's also look at Elizabeth Warren and her past on taxes. In 2020, during Elizabeth's presidential campaign, Warren proposed a 2% annual ultra-millionaire tax on net worth over $50 million and 6% on fortunes of more than $1 billion. This is huge, and the revenues generated from such a tax, $2.7 trillion over a decade, according to the Wharton School, would have been deployed to improve healthcare, childcare, housing, and education programs. Jeffrey Preston Bezos is an American entrepreneur who played a key role in the growth of e-commerce as the founder and chief executive officer of Amazon.com, Incorporated, an online merchant of books and later of a wide variety of products. In 1993, Bezos married Mackenzie Tuttle, whom he had met at D.E. Shaw. The couple announced in January 2019 that they were divorcing, and the following day, the National Enquirer printed a story revealing that Bezos was having an affair with another woman. Bezos subsequently launched an investigation into how the tabloid had obtained his private text messages. Then, in February, he posted a lengthy essay online in which he accused officials at American Media Inc., the parent company of the Enquirer, of extortion and bribery for suggesting that they would release nude photographs of Bezos if he did not stop his inquiry amid other demands. The Bezos-led investigation later alleged that his lover's brother had leaked the texts. Amazon.com is a vast internet-based enterprise that sells books, music, movies, housewares, electronics, toys, and many other goods, either directly or as the middleman between other retailers and Amazon.com's millions of customers. Its web services businesses include renting data storage and computing resources, so-called cloud computing over the internet. Its considerable online presence is such that in 2012, 1% of all internet traffic in North America traveled in and out of Amazon.com data centers. In 1994, Jeff Bezos, a former Wall Street hedge fund executive, incorporated Amazon.com, choosing the name primarily because it began with the first letter of the alphabet and because of its association with the vast South American river. On the basis of research he had conducted, Bezos concluded that books would be the most logical product initially to sell online. Amazon.com was not the first company to do so. Computer Literacy, a Silicon Valley bookstore, began selling books from its inventory to its technically astute customers in 1991. However, the promise of Amazon.com was to deliver any book to any reader anywhere. The company also makes the market-leading Kindle ebook readers. Its promotion of these devices has led to dramatic growth in ebook publishing and turned Amazon.com into a major disruptive force in the book publishing market. Under his guidance, Amazon became the largest retailer on the World Wide Web and the model for internet sales. In February 2021, Bezos announced that he would be stepping down as CEO later that year. However, he planned to remain at Amazon as executive chairman. Don't forget to like and subscribe to get more sizzling content.